Hey everybody, I guess this will be an episode of The Bob and Liz Show.
Yeah, I think so. Hi guys.
Do you want to spill the beans?
Well, I think a lot of people will have already seen something that I posted, but we ended up having to put our dog Abby down this morning.
It's been a rough morning, but it's kind of I guess bittersweet sounds insensitive, but there is at least for me, I don't want to speak for other people, a kind of sense of relief because I really didn't think that she was enjoying life too much there for the past 48 hours or so.
Well, sure. Well, and certainly even a little bit longer than that. It's kind of like she's a golden retriever, if you don't know, and her personality is very like just sweet, but kind of spunky and bouncy. But she's
Playful.
Not had that playfulness to her for a little while now, and probably a month or so she's been just a lot more
Docile.
yeah, like just laying around. Just she didn't really enjoy the walks anymore. She'd have a hard time, like her hips were obviously bothering her.
Yeah, we had to. Well, I mean, just really the past week, I've been having to carry her. There's stairs to enter and exit our house, so we've been having to carry her up and down the stairs. Just really like the past week, but even then, she would still make it up sometimes until the last day or two is where I've really every single time, and then have it like taking her out and putting her in the grass. Like she didn't even want to stand up and walk around in the grass, which was a kind of a new thing to the last day or so. So
well, and then this morning, the last couple days, I've been giving her tuna fish, just a can of tuna fish on, like with her kibble. One, because that kind of helps soften it up and gives her some extra protein.
Yeah, but putting water in her food.
Yeah, putting water in her food. And this morning she wasn't even excited for her tuna fish, and that was really sad.
Yeah. It's for me it's I mean, I've had dogs in the past. So we got dogs when I was in 6th grade. We got 2 Rottweilers, and I was out of the house by the time it was, their time to go. And the Rottweilers don't live that long, but 10, 11 years, 12 years. And, we got them when I was 6th grade, 11 or 12. Mm-hmm. So I was in my early 20s, and I when they finally passed. So this was the first time for me I've ever had to go through something like this.
Second time. We had a German Shepherd Collie mix when I was growing up. We had him for a long time. His name was Preston, but most of us called him Woof. Most of the time, I think my dad started that. And he got to the point of having a really hard time. But by the time I was in college, I think was around when it was time for him. So my mom and the youngest brother in my family, Drew, and I all went, took him to the vet. And, same deal as today. Like, give him a shot. And it was really peaceful, but still hard then. But Abigail was my first, like, my very own dog, like, as an adult, like my own dog. All the other animals we'd had before were either one of my brother's pets or like the family dog or whatever. So,
well, and it's obviously hard for me, hard for you, but the weird thing is having to explain it to Ava, like, and you might not agree with me, but my motto is I think kids are much more astute than a lot of people give them credit for. So I try to talk sensitively, as in, a content, but plainly to Ava. Like, I don't want to mince words. I said, Abby's going bye-bye. She's not going to come back. And then she asked where'd she go, and I just tell her, I said she died. Trying to get her, not that I want to like make her grow up all of a sudden and start contemplating life and death, but I don't. I want her to at least like. Well, I don't want to lie to her.
We're not gonna lie and say, "Oh, she went to live on a farm." Like, no, we don't. I mean, we're a family that doesn't send our animals away. Like, she got old and sick, and she passed away. Like, that's what happens to people and animals, and plants do it too. But it's for most of us a lot more noticeable when it's a person or an animal. But it's the way of the entire world, and it's sad and it's hard, and we miss her, but she got old and sick, and she's not here anymore.
But I'll throw some pictures or something up here. She was a good dog. I mean, even though, I got to spend 8 years with her, probably 8.5 years with her. So
sounds about right.
Sebastian, I can tell that Sebastian's been my right hand man for, since I was 26 or 27 now, so 10, 11 years. Is that right? Yeah, I think I was 27 when I got him. Yeah, so going on 11 years.
2, right? And he's like
13 probably.
12 maybe.
Yeah. So anyway, he's been my right hand man. He's been with me all over the country, and I can just tell that he knows something's up. I don't know how dogs can or can't comprehend that, but his buddy's not there anymore, and they weren't super close because they met when they were older. But they still lived together, and they still played together, and they still she kept him in check and didn't let him eat her food unless she absolutely didn't want it. And
she'd make him wait at the water dish. Like she'd
just come in and nose it.
Sometimes just nose him out of the way, and he'd just let her, and But
so
that's very sweet.
Yeah, I don't want this to be a long podcast or a long episode or YouTube video, whatever you want to call it. But we lost Abs today. She was a good friend and she was a good dog, and everyone's gonna miss her.
Yep. Well, she came all the way from Hawaii with me. I got her at a shelter there, and she was my little buddy for a long time.
Yep. So anyway, Abs, you will be missed. You were an awesome dog.
She was a great dog, the best girl. I love you.
Yep. Until next time, you guys. Thank you. Oh, find us all over social media. Everything / The Bob and Liz Show. TheBobandLizShow.net, YouTube.com/C / The Bob and Liz Show.
BobandLizShow.com.
Oh, sorry.
Facebook / The Bob and Liz Show. Or Facebook.com / The Bob and Liz Show. Instagram.com / The Bob and Liz Show.
What she said.
Thank you guys.